Hey y'all. So I was gonna come on, I was gonna do a whole Zoom thing and I was gonna have photos of Ireland and all of that and make this a really professional post. And I just decided that it was probably better for me to just come on and talk to you about this tour. So I will throw a couple of photos up in front of this so that you can see a couple of the highlights of this tour. But if you're interested in going to Ireland, I would love if you would go and check it out on our website because all the details are there. But if you're interested in going to Ireland at all, I have poured blood, sweat, and tears into this, and so has the product department and the CEO of Collect Tours. I worked with them directly to custom design this Ireland tour, and I have promised them that I'm going to fill it. So I need your help. I have 9 seats filled and I need 19. So it is a small group tour. This is one of their custom exploration tours. So it is a very small group. We are not filling. The max that we are going to bring on the tour is 24, but I have to have 19. So I have 9 and I have 1 who's interested in going, so I may have 10, but I need at least 9 more people, possibly 10 more people to sign up for this tour. So we custom designed this. We're going to be staying in 4 different hotels over the course of 11 days. It leaves on July 14th and we come back, well, it leaves, July 14th. So we will land in Dublin on July 15th. We'll do a city tour in Dublin. And then for the next 2 days after that, we will be in Dublin, and there are optional tours that you can do. We've got a Guinness and whiskey tour that you can choose. We've got, you can go into a local's home and learn how to make scones. We have a history tour of Dublin. There is something for everyone so that you can kind of come and go as you please and do what you want to do. And that's the way our tours at She's the World are designed, so that you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. The next day, in the evening, on day 3, we actually have 5 optional excursions. So we have a storytelling tour, we have an Irish step dancing tour. So there's all different things that you can choose from to make it really your vacation. That's what we want this to be. You're going with a group, but it's your vacation. That's the way it should be. So after day 3, we actually leave from Dublin and we head for Killarney. But I didn't want to miss out on the things that we kind of pulled out of the tour that had 5 stops in it. So we're going to stop at the Blarney Stone or at Blarney Castle and see the Blarney Stone. So we'll have an hour or so there so you can explore the castle a little bit. If you want to be brave and kiss the Blarney Stone, you can do that. And of course, we'll take photographs. Then we're going to Kilkenny, which is one of my favorite towns in Ireland. I love Kilkenny. It's got this beautiful, historic, all still intact castle that you can tour, and it still has all the artifacts and the furniture and all of the paintings of the families that have lived there. You can either tour the castle, or if you're not into that, if you're not into the history and you're more into shopping in Ireland and seeing the local pubs in the downtown area and going shopping, you can do that. So we'll have 2 or 3 hours and you can go and have lunch and go and do shopping, or you can go and do the Kilkenny Castle tour. We'll carry on from there and we'll head down to Killarney, and your dinner will be included that night at our hotel. Once we're in Killarney, thank you if I can speak, the next morning we will have a couple of optional excursions in the Killarney National Park, and you can choose from a couple of different ones. If you want to go horseback riding, if you want to do one of the old cars, you can do that. And then in the afternoon, we are going to set out for the Dingle Peninsula. And that is another of my favorite areas. I have some custom cut crystal from Dingle. It's such a charming little sea town, and it's just a beautiful area of Ireland along the seacoast. So we will do that, and then we will head back. On day 6, we will go to Muckross, which is this gorgeous Victorian mansion. There are gardens. We'll explore that as a group, and then set out and see the windswept shoreline of the Ring of Kerry. So all of those things that everyone will want to do in Ireland, they're all included. But then we have little things that are optional. So that evening we will go to the Gap of Dunlow, where they have arranged for local artisans to have kind of a craft area set up just for us, and we'll go and we'll explore that. And then we have a 5-course tasting menu with the flavors of Kerry. That will be our dinner that evening, and that's also included. We will then head back to Killarney, and the next morning we will set out from there and experience the Killarney countryside. We'll stop at a dairy farm where we will have homemade scones and clotted cream and butter. We will hit the cliffs of Moher, which most people don't want to come to Ireland and not see that, so we've included that. We will stop by a sheep farm and see a sheepdog demo. This is my one selfish ask from this tour. We owned one of these incredibly vivacious and beautiful and agile dogs. She was our beautiful girl for 14 years, so I really wanted to see these dogs in action. So we'll get a demo from one of these dogs working the farm, get to see the farm on our way to Galway. We will arrive in Galway and get to have that whole evening on our own. If you want to go and have a nice dinner, you can do that. If you want to go and, go and pub crawl, you can pub crawl. If you want to go and experience the local music scene that is so vibrant and wonderful in Galway, you can go and do that. So whatever you want to do, we're going to be close enough to town. You can go and experience local downtown Galway. The next morning we are on our own to explore, go and do some shopping, get yourself some beautiful Irish wool sweaters, or just explore the town of Galway. That afternoon we will do a city tour and be shown around by a local and really get kind of the insider's tour of that beautiful town of Galway. Have an evening on our own again, probably do a little surprise group activity that night that we're working on for you, but there's always little surprises thrown in on a She's the World tour that you can either choose to partake in or choose not to. The following day, we will all together head to the Connemara area and do a tour of the Kylemore Abbey and the gardens there. And then we'll have a little time in the afternoon you can either wander around on your own, or we do have an optional excursion that is going and learning about the oyster farm and experiencing those fresh oysters. So you can do that. We will return to Galway that evening and have an evening at leisure, but that day your breakfast and your lunch are included. And then the last day, on day 10, we will head out from Galway and explore Newgrange at the Neolithic prehistoric passage tomb, get some history, and then we will continue on to the gorgeous Cabra Castle. We had some friends of ours that are going on this tour that asked us to please include one night in a historic castle where we would spend the night. And boy, did we pick a good one. Cabra Castle is unbelievable. You will sleep and eat like royalty here. We will have our final group dinner in Cabra Castle, and you'll have time to explore the grounds. It is absolutely magical here. It's so beautiful. So we will experience that last night there and get up the next morning and head for the airport. We do have So far, we have 3 couples signed up on this one, but we also have 3 solo female travelers signed up on this one. So if you are a couple that wants to come with us, you will certainly feel comfortable. And I can tell you, of the 3 couples that are signed up, the 3 men that are signed up have already signed up for the Guinness and Whiskey Distillery Tour in Dublin, and the 3 women have already signed up for the bakery tour. So they're going to go different ways, and the 3 solo females that we have also signed up for that pastry, learning how to make scones with a local tour in Dublin. Everyone will go on the city tour, and then we go different ways. So the great part of what we do is that instead of it feeling like the couples are going here and the singles feel left out, it just feels like a group of friends, because you're constantly going on different tours with different people, so you just get to know everyone. The other great part about that is, every time I've ever been on a tour with a group, by the time you're through it, maybe 2 or 3 days in, maybe 4 days in, there's always, if you're all together all the time, there's 1 or 2 people that you're like, all right, I've kind of had enough of that person. But because you're going different ways and you're doing different tours, you're kind of moving away and coming back in with different people. So you don't have that feeling, because you're always spending time with different people. So that's the way our tours are designed. I would ask a favor, if you know anyone that might be interested in going to Ireland in July, share this video and have them contact us. Our contact information is 888-382-8847, or you can contact us at info@travelsalesgroup.com or care@she'stheworld.com. So that's info@travelsalesgroup.com or care@she'stheworld.com. And that 800 number again is 888-382-8847. And whichever social media outlet you are watching this on, I will have the link in our bio, and you can also go to www.she'stheworld.com and then click on travel experiences, and the Emerald Isle, Ireland is the first one that's listed there. I would love for you to join us. I custom designed this myself, and it is something that I care deeply about. My husband and I are going. We have several friends that are going. It's going to be a blast, and we would love for you to join us and love for you to sign up to be on this tour with us and experience the beautiful Emerald Isle along with us and our friends. So we hope to see you there. We hope to see you soon.